students, welcome back. How are you all? Fine, very good. Today we will read the lesson, read the story, and understand the main story, what is there in this story. Okay, so first I will read what is the name of the story is The King's Choice. You know who is the king? Yes. There was once a lion who was king of the forest. He was big and strong and very fierce. Okay, so once there was a king, and who was the king? Lion. And you know how lion is? He is very strong, big. Yes, lions are not small. They are very big, strong, and very fierce. Fierce means very aggressive. Okay, in Hindi we say that उनको बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा आता है. Okay, गुस्से से देखने वाले. Right? All the other animals in the forest called him king. They brought him gifts from every corner of the forest. Now, all the other animals who were living in the forest except the lion, they all called him the king of the forest. And they brought him gifts from every corner of the forest. Means the forest was very big. So, from every corner, all the animals coming from different corners used to bring gifts to the lion. But the more the lion had, the more he wanted. It means what? The lion, how anyhow the other animals used to give him the gifts, but still the lion wanted more gifts. Yes, मतलब उसे थोड़ा देने के बाद उसे और ज़्यादा चाहिए था. A king must have a court, he said to himself one day. So what he is saying to himself that a king should have a court. You know what is court? A group of peoples where only one will rule it. Okay, so he wanted to become a king of the court. He called a fox to his side. So very first he called the fox because the fox was also living in the forest. You are known to be a wise and clever creature. Now how are fox? They are very wise and very clever. Yes, and it is a creature. Fox, said the lion, I want you to be my advisor. So what the lion is saying, that you are very wise, means you have much sense. You can speak very properly. So I want you to become my advisor. Advisor means what? To give advice. Okay? Thank you, your majesty, said the fox, bowing low. What the fox said? Thank you. Now your majesty. Majesty means what, students? Great impressive. Okay? Means he got impressed by the lion that he gave him the chance to give an advisor, to become an advisor. Bowing low means what? When you bow down, when you put your head down in front of your teachers, it means bowing low. The lion next called a leopard to his side. So very first he called the fox, and the second time he called the leopard to his side. You are known to be watchful and swift of foot. Okay, what? How is the leopard? Leopard, you have seen leopard how it watches very carefully. Yes, and swift of foot means you have seen how the leopards run. It runs very fast. I want you to be my bodyguard. Now why he said to become his bodyguard? If someone comes to kill him or someone comes to hit him, so he must be having one bodyguard. Yes. Thank you, your majesty, said the leopard, bowing low. Okay. So as the fox did, same way was done with the leopard also. He also bowed his head down and said, Thank you, your majesty. The lion then called a vulture to his side. Okay, after calling the fox and the leopard, he called the vulture. Okay, you are to be my messenger. Vulture is a bird. Okay, students, vulture is a one kind of bird. Now, to be my messenger means what? One who will bring his messages to him. Okay, the other messages will come to him. Thank you, your majesty, said the vulture, bowing low. Okay, again the vulture also said the same thing, like thank you, your majesty. Okay, students, the fox, the vulture, and the leopard took an oath of loyalty to the king. So these three animals, the fox, the vulture, and the leopard, what they did, they took a oath. Oath means what, students? Now, for example, when you are coming to school, we give a pledge. Okay, we say pledge. India is my country and I am the whatever it may be. Okay, we give pledge. That is also one type of oath. Okay, means you are promising something. The king promised to give them food and protection. So after they taking the oath of loyalty means the oath of truthness. Okay, they promised that they will behave with the lion with very truthfulness. Even the king promised them to give food and protection. He said, I will give you the food and I will give you the full protection in the forest. For some time, all went well in the court of the Lion King. Okay, so for some time, everything was going on very well in the forest. The three courtiers never opposed the king. So these three courtiers means the vulture, fox, and the leopard. They never opposed, means they never said no to the king. His wishes were law. Okay, whatever he used to say, his wishes were, they agreed it. Whenever he rode, they stood in awe. Awe means now in this story it is saying that whenever the lion used to roar, he used to they all used to stood in awe. Okay, every time they used to stand and give him an awe. Whenever he took a walk, they followed him. Okay, as soon as the lion starts to walk, they always used to follow him. Now, when the Lion King, went hunting, they found the animals for him to kill. Okay, so what they are saying that when the king went hunting, so the lion when he used to go for hunting, now this they also used to find the animals for him to kill. Okay, so they used to kill the other animals for their food. And after he had his meal, he left the remains for them. Okay, after having his own meal means food, lunch, whatever it is. Okay, what he used to do, he used to eat everything, and whatever remaining food he used to keep to the these three courtiers, to the fox, vulture, and leopard. So they always had enough to eat. So they used to eat enough food, means till their stomach gets full, they used to eat it. One day the vulture came back from a flight. Okay, now flight means, you know what, you have seen the flight, the plane which comes. Okay, this bird, now vulture is a bird. Okay, so it was that also bird also came from a flight. Your Majesty, have you ever eaten a camel? Now what the bird is saying, that have you ever eaten a camel? He is asking him that have you eaten a camel? He asked, it is very tasty. I ate it once in the desert. Okay, what the bird is saying, that it is very tasty and I have already ate it once in the desert. You have seen deserts, right? The lion had never seen a camel, but he liked the idea of trying camel's meat. Now this lion, he had never seen the camel. Only the bird is saying that he had eaten it and it is very tasty. Now what the lion is trying, he is saying that I will try to have the camel's meat. But where can we get a camel? He asked. Now the lion is asking to the vulture that where can I get the camel? There is a desert some miles away, said the vulture. I was flying over it when I saw a lone camel not far away. It looked big and fat. Now what he is saying, that there is a desert some miles away, some distance far away, there is one desert. Desert means, you know, there is no trees, nothing. All it is of sand. Okay, and we have seen camel, it is only on the sand. Said the vulture, I was flying over it when I saw a lone camel not far away. What is saying that? He is saying that when I was flying, I was coming, I saw one camel, he was sitting alone far away, and it is very big and very fat. The lion looked at his other advisors. So he looked at the other advisors. They were wise and experienced. He wanted their opinion. Now the others were also wise and experienced, so he wanted their opinions. What are they saying? Now the fox and the leopard did not know the desert. Now this fox and leopard also was not knowing the desert, because they always used to stay in the forest. But they did not want the vulture to seem wiser than them. Okay, what they were saying, that they did not wanted to see vulture wiser to be seen. Wiser means to be very clever. Okay, they wanted to show that the lion that the vulture is wrong. So they said, since it was the vulture's idea, he should lead the way. Okay, what they said, that it is, if it is the idea of vulture, we should lead the way, means we should go there. Okay, now students, what you have to do is just underline the new words. Whatever meaning I have said, just underline that words, note down in your notebook, and the next story, what happened in the desert, what was happened, that we will learn and understand in the next video. Till then, read the lesson and understand it. Thank you.